morning. I am Karthik and I am from AAA section final year. Our project is automated solar tracking system using PLC and V/F drives. We have done this project under the guidance of Mrs. VSS Model. And these are my batchmates.
My name is Vijay Kumar.
My name is Anil.
My name is Jiyashu from AAA section final year.
The aim of our project is to track the sun in discrete steps from east to west automatically. This can be achieved by using induction motor, PLC, cogwheel, solar panel and V/F drive.
Complete automatic solar tracking system. This is a 3-phase induction motor which sits on its base. This one is the solar panel rod which will be connected to the motor shaft. This is the solar panel. The panel rests on this solar rod. This one is the cogwheel with 44 teeth, and this one is the proximity sensor which detects the teeth and the depressions of the cogwheel. These are the bearings which rest on the stand. The automation of the solar tracker is done by using the PLC. This is the PLC panel. This middle one is a PLC. Its manufacturer is Crowset and its brand name is Crowset Millennium 3. Its version is XT26. The power input for the PLC is 24 volts DC, which is given from this Phoenix Contacts AC to DC converter. It converts 230 volts AC into 24 volts DC. To the PLC, it has got 16 input ports and 10 output ports. The programming in PLC is done using a software called Millennium 3. The motor speed can be controlled using many methods. We are choosing the variable frequency method. This device is called variable frequency drive. It is manufactured by Emerson Control. Its brand name is Commander SK. It has got 9 modes of operation, out of which we are choosing one mode called AV.PR mode. In this AV.PR mode, we can set different speeds, which are also called as the preset speeds, out of which we are choosing one particular speed at 3 Hz. That means the motor will be literally rotating at 3 Hz. And this device not only controls the speed but also direction as well. We can rotate the motor either in forward or in the reverse. This is the back side of the VFD drive panel. These are the switches which are connected to the VFD. The motor direction can be controlled using 2 switches, a forward switch and a reverse switch. If we switch on one forward switch, the motor will rotate in the forward direction, whereas if we switch off the forward switch and switch on the reverse switch, the motor will rotate in the reverse direction.
This is the VFD front panel. It consists of an 8-channel relay and 3 switches of VFD. The 3 switches are enable switch, forward switch, reverse switch. Here enable switch is used to enable the drive, and forward switch is used to rotate the motor in forward direction, and reverse switch is used to rotate the motor in reverse direction. The 3 switches are overridden by relay, rendering them automatic, thereby which they can be operated directly by the PLC. The relay input is connected to the PLC output.
Now how does the solar tracker work? Initially the tracker is in east position. The discreteness of the tracker is achieved using cogwheel proximity setup. The proximity sensor detects the teeth and depressions of the cogwheel and sends the pulses to the PLC. The PLC processes these pulses. The whole proximity output works as a feedback to the PLC. The undetected pulse of the proximity acts as a stop command to the PLC. Then the motor will be stopped. Then a timer delay of 32 minutes start. As soon as the 32 minutes are completed, the motor again restarts. Then as soon as the next depression is detected, the motor stops and the loop continues. First the MCB of the PLC is switched on. The AC-DC converter is on. That means the 24 volts output is attained and given to the PLC. Now then the Millennium software is opened. All the blocks on the left side are the input blocks, whereas all the blocks on the right side are the output blocks. To the input blocks, either the PLC or the input connections are attached, whereas to the output blocks, the relay or the panel connections are attached. The I1 block being shown is the enable block, and I3 block being shown is the proximity feedback block. The block being shown is the forward block, whereas the block being shown down in the program is the enable block. Now in the Millennium software, after the program is opened, the write to controller is clicked on. Once the program is dumped into the PLC, the module monitoring is turned on. At first the program will be read from the PLC, and then the module monitoring will start. After module monitoring is done, the controller is turned on. Now the power, for practicality, the delay of 4 seconds is considered. Once the PLC program is dumped into the PLC, the V/F drive panel is turned on. That means the V/F drive is turned on. Initially at morning 6 AM, the panel will be in the east position. Initially the proximity sensor will be detecting the tooth, which will be given to the PLC. The block being shown is the timer delay block. For practicality reasons, 4 seconds of delay is considered. The I1 block is the power block to the motor. Once it is turned on, the motor starts rotating. The motor, after a 4 seconds delay, starts rotating. Now on rotating the panel, the proximity detects the depression and hence the motor stops. In this way the process continues. Now once the panel reaches the complete west by evening 6 PM, all the 22 teeth will be completed. Now the delay will be made to 0. Then it is so programmed that the motor rotates reverse till all the 22 teeth are detected by the proximity and it stops at the original position. Once the motor rotates the panel into its original position, it will wait further till 6 o'clock in the morning. Now at sharp 6 o'clock in the morning, the motor again starts rotating as usual in the forward direction with indiscrete steps.